Hello everyone, my camera is still not here so I'm sticking with this AI voice to text to voice my opinions, but I'll be using it anyway since I keep stuttering through the stories because ADHD is a bitch. With that being said, let's dive into some Reddit judgments. Story 1. AITAH for reacting like this to finding out my BF has 2 kids. I, 25F, have been dating a guy, 31M, for the past 2 months. However, last night he told me he has 2 kids. I was honestly shocked that this was the first time he was telling me. Especially since we've been dating over Christmas and didn't even mention it. I've never dated anyone who had kids before, so naturally I was curious and started asking questions. Whenever I got to my 4th question, he started getting slightly defensive, asking if I was the cops, because I was asking so many questions. LMAO. Eventually I was able to get through to him and explain how I was feeling, since he basically kept this a secret and sprung it on me as if it was nothing. He opened up and said that his kids have 2 different mothers and that they don't get along because they were born only 4 months apart. And the youngest is only 9 months old. Frowning face, frowning face, frowning face, frowning face. At this point I'm literally flabbergasted. We were both kinda drunk and I told him I would go back to my own apartment because I needed to think about it all. He didn't want me to leave on my own and take the subway. We live in NYC, so we both went back to his place to sleep and I slept in the spare room. I left early around 5 a.m. and now he's blowing up my phone asking me what's wrong and what happened, that this was the reason he didn't want to tell me he had kids because I wouldn't like him anymore. Please someone tell me I'm not losing my mind and that this man is crazy. I'm actually laughing so much writing this because how did I not notice this man has 2 kids? Is he that good of a liar? At this point I'm ready to break up with him, because who even is this man? If he lied about that, what else is he lying about? Am I being an asshole about this situation? Comment 1. NTA. 2 baby mamas and the kids are only 4 months apart. Do you honestly think he's ever gonna be loyal to you with that history? Comment 2. Run. If he lies about his children, he will lie about anything. Do you want to become baby mama number 3? Think about it, why hasn't he married the other women he fathered children with? And the youngest is 9 months. He's just getting his dick wet all over town. You're 25, go date someone single with no kids. This is a recipe for disaster. Now if you stay with him, just know you were warned. Comment 3. In the guy's mind, you're leaving because I told you I had kids. Actual thought process. I'm leaving because you hid it from me and just sprung it on me. What else are you hiding? Trust damaged. Let alone the fact there's only 4 months difference. I understand people might not want to say anything on the first date, but this kind of stuff needs to be out in the open quickly. If not, it makes you look shady, whatever the thing that you're hiding is. He knew why he was hiding it. So for him to then act like it's nothing is a bit laughable because if so, why did he hide it then? There is such a thing as lying by omission. The longer you leave these things hidden, the more damage you'll do. And it's really not fair on the side that didn't know. People shouldn't waste time, their own and the other sides. Genuine question though, did the topic of kids never ever come up at all? My judgment. OP needs to leave this guy right fucking now. He got 2 women pregnant 4 months apart and ditched them, and if I was her I wouldn't wanna be baby mama number 3. Second story. Aida for not inviting my sister to my wedding because of her constant pranks. Hi Reddit. Throwaway account because my family knows my main. I'm in a bit of a bind and could use some outside perspective. My 28F sister 26F has always been the prankster of the family. Growing up, her pranks were mostly harmless, though sometimes annoying. As we got older, her pranks have become more elaborate and public. She once dumped a bucket of water on me at a family barbecue and posted it online. It was embarrassing, but I laughed it off. Now, I'm getting married in a few months, and the thought of what she might do at my wedding terrifies me. I've talked to her about it, asking her to keep things mellow, but her response was, "You'll just have to wait and see." This didn't reassure me at all. I've thought about it long and hard, and I decided not to invite her. When I told her, she exploded and called me a bridezilla. My parents are upset and say I'm tearing the family apart. I feel bad, but I want my wedding day to be about me and my partner, not about what prank my sister might pull. Aida. Comment 1. NTA. Declare it a child-free wedding and explain that's why she isn't invited. My reply. Damn, that would be the roast of the century. Comment 2. NTA. Mom, Dad, sister is tearing the family apart by threatening to ruin my wedding with a prank. I've told her that I don't enjoy her pranks, that I feel humiliated and embarrassed by them, and she won't even promise not to pull a prank on my wedding day. Why would I want to risk feeling humiliated and embarrassed on my wedding day? Why does my sister not love me enough to ensure I have the perfect day? Why don't you two love me enough to stand up for me against my sister? Do I really mean nothing to you two and sister other than the butt of her jokes? Is that all I am to you? To this, another user replied, absolutely agree. Weddings are about celebrating love and commitment, not about being on edge worrying about being the target of a joke. The sister's refusal to promise no pranks shows a lack of respect for the bride's feelings, and the parents not stepping in to mediate or support the bride only adds to the hurt. It's heartbreaking that the bride has to question whether her family values her as more than a punchline. This situation isn't about a lack of humor, it's about a lack of care, respect, and understanding. The bride has every right to set boundaries and expect them to be respected, especially on her big day. My judgment. OP has every right to not want her sister at her wedding and is in no way being a bridezilla. Her parents are a pair of enablers and they're the only ones tearing apart the family, not her. If they can't respect that, then they shouldn't be invited to the wedding either, and she should go low contact with them. Aida for ending my relationship with my girlfriend after she confessed multiple attractions to other men and hid her interactions with one of them. I am 27, recently ended my 4-year relationship with my girlfriend, F26, and I'm unsure if I overreacted. Here's what happened. At the beginning of our relationship, my girlfriend told me about a guy she met at a party before we got serious. She admitted she was tempted to sleep with him but stopped herself. While it hurt to hear, I appreciated her honesty and decided to let it go since she hadn't acted on it. About a year or two into the relationship, she confessed that she was attracted to a coworker. This caused a big fight between us because I felt hurt and disrespected. She argued that she was only being honest and that everyone experiences attraction at times but doesn't usually admit it. She assured me it meant nothing and that she wouldn't act on it. I reluctantly moved on, but it was tough. Recently, while she was in school, she told me she was attracted to a classmate. She mentioned that they rode the same train home because they live in the same city. This led to another fight, but she promised to keep her interactions with him strictly professional and reassured me I had nothing to worry about. Then, one evening, she came home from school smelling like beer. My girlfriend rarely drinks, and when she does, it's just a tiny amount that makes her tipsy. I asked her why she smelled like alcohol, and she said she'd shared a beer with a classmate. When I pressed her on which classmate, she was vague at first, but after asking multiple times, she admitted it was the guy she had previously confessed to being attracted to. She also revealed that this wasn't the first time they had shared a beer together. What pushed me over the edge was what she revealed next. During the argument that followed, she mentioned offhand that she had also gone rock climbing with this guy. She had never told me about this before, and I was shocked that she had spent one-on-one time with him and kept it from me. At that point, I felt like I couldn't trust her anymore. I asked to see her phone to get some clarity, and she agreed, saying she had nothing to hide. However, the moment I picked it up, she flipped out. She became physically aggressive, demanding I give her the phone back and insisting that if I checked her phone, she had to check mine too. Her extreme reaction made me feel like she was hiding something. That was the breaking point for me. I ended the relationship immediately, without saying goodbye. Since then, she's called and texted me, saying we can work things out with therapy or better communication. She even asked if my silence is really how I want to leave things. I haven't responded because, to me, her repeated confessions of attraction, hidden outings with this guy, and her reaction to me checking her phone are red flags I can't ignore. So, Aida for ending the relationship the way I did. Comment 1. Her need to point out every person she is attracted to is not normal. This is indeed a red flag and she appears to be in need of counseling. Pointing out who she is attracted to can be her way of eliciting a validation response from you, or this could be self-sabotaging behavior. Either way, she appears to not be ready for an exclusive relationship and I suspect she needs to work on herself first. NTA. To this, another user replied, agree. Honestly, it is normal to find other people attractive, even when you are in a relationship. Needing to tell your partner about it every time is not normal, and sounds like a power play head game to try and instigate a jealous reaction. But even more concerning is the dishonesty. And yes, not disclosing the fact that you've gone out for drinks with one of the people you're attracted to, while you're in a relationship, is dishonesty. It is willfully choosing to withhold information that a reasonable partner would want to know, and would reasonably not expect to have to specifically ask Dig to find out. This, coupled with the way she reacted regarding the phone, points to her most likely doing things she knows she shouldn't be doing while in a committed relationship. Op is NTA, and is making the right choice by ending things now. Comment 2. She argued that, everyone experiences attraction at times but doesn't usually admit it. She's doing it to establish herself as morally superior, so that her future transgressions will look less immoral. Basically, if she's more honest than anyone else about something as taboo as attraction, then forgetting to mention hanging out one-on-one with a guy wasn't deceptive or shady. If anything, the fact that she didn't bring it up just proves how innocent she thought it was. She wants to seem like someone who hides nothing, so that when she does hide something she can frame it as an innocent mistake rather than a deception. Heck, she may even have herself convinced of her moral superiority. I'm glad Op didn't fall for it. Comment 3. NTA. She crossed boundaries multiple times and then hid things from you. It's not wrong to expect honesty and respect in a relationship. You deserve someone who makes you feel secure, not anxious. My final judgment. To be honest, I don't even know what to say, but I'm glad he's out of that cryptic anxiety-filled relationship. It's perfectly reasonable to feel disrespected when your partner is constantly telling you that they're attracted to other people. And the way she reacted to him checking her phone when she gave it to him willingly is very concerning and a massive red flag, as a lot of people including Op said. I'm glad he got away from her. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please share it with a friend and make sure you tune in for more Reddit judgments. Till next time, and I hope you all have a happy new year.